Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fish Tank. I'm Fish, and today we're going to be looking at a replay that somebody sent me for Minion Masters. Now, before we look at that, I just want to say every now and then people send me replays, and I thought that might be a good way of getting some more content to share with you guys. So if you've got some cool replays that you want to send for me to have a look at, and if I think they're worth sharing, then we can make a video about them, please do so. Reach out to me wherever you find me. You can find me on Discord, or you can email me, replay@baddasfish80.com. Attach the replay file, which you can easily find. Go to your profile in Minion Masters. There's a button that says open local replay files. That'll open the file on your computer, and then you can just find the appropriate replay based on the name and send it through. So what are we going to look at today? So Zeus sent me a replay out of the blue and simply said, and I quote, "Best Minion Masters hill in the whole world." So, without any further ado, let's find out about it. Okay, so what have we got? Zeus is playing Morellia, his teammate King Puff. They're against Diona and Mordar. This is a randoms matchup. Now Zeus, of course, Morellia, the bottom master, and that's going to be the deck on the right-hand side. Zeus playing his pretty much the only deck he ever plays, which is this Zenji Stormy business. So, we've got to look out for the clutchiest of clutch hills, apparently. Right, so let's see. Stormy getting some work done. Remember, we've had a lot of changes to Stormy indirectly in the form of changes to Chain Light. When Chain Lightning gets nerfed, Stormy gets nerfed. Right, so we've got some some Scrat business coming forward here. We see Vuk. Okay, Vuk does get stunned. The Zap Shrine really can lock down. Remember, it hits 2 targets now in its normal procedure. So Tombstone activated from Mordar, you can tell that. It's going to get deactivated by the Chain Lightning. And there you can see it is recharging. Remember, we've had some changes over the patches to the way the Tombstones work. Now, after they get stunned, they have to fully recharge again. Okay, so Zeus's blue team, they're ahead on XP and HP, so they'll be pretty happy now. But a scary little push coming at the bottom in the form of a Reckonator. And of course we've got the Defogo Tower, putting that DPS onto face. Big Beam of Doom clearing a lot there. Doomcleaver's still alive. Jolo's going to have a good time shutting that down until the Stormy comes in, but more DPS at the top from the aimbot. Once Stormy gets over into the other side of the field, its value is somewhat limited, but when you're fighting for the bridge and you can heal it with the Shrine and the Priestess, whatever, you can get huge value out of it. Okay, double Defenso Shopper. That was a bit of a misplay. Both players playing their Defenso Shopper. No need to play them both, really. Okay, Cleaver really does shut that down. If you're new to the game, just a reminder, or maybe the first time you've heard it, but a Defenso Chopper is not a good counter to the Cleaver. You may think it is at first, because the Defenso Chopper kind of is anti-melee, but not anti-huge one-hit melee. And the Defenso Stun actually kind of counts against it, because it makes the Cleaver attack more quickly than it would without the stun, since the stun resets his attack cooldown, and the duration of the stun is less than his regular attack cooldown. Right, some big damage coming out. Don't really like that Golem being played there. It is going to get quite shut down here, getting attacked from both sides. So we're 3 minutes in. We're looking for some kind of clutch hill, so let's keep our eyes open for that. Again, Vuk doing a decent job pulling the Doomcleaver away from the defense. It's a real big Stormy hit there. So remember Morellia, if we think ahead, we're looking for a hill. The only hill that we've seen with regards to healing the Master, that's going to be Morellia's Spellbook, Life Siphon, Life Drain, which has the ability to heal 2 lots of 100 at this point in the game, Perk 2 onwards. Right, Perk 3 now for the blue team. They're in a strong position here. They are ahead on XP, but the red team really are playing not playing an XP kind of game. They want to finish the game before that. Their Defogo Towers, their Scrat launchers, and so on and so be it. Teammate of Zeus's has Gorik's Gate here, which of course is going to give some kind of Blood Pact unit, Blood Pact Cleaver at this point. So that could be a lot of damage coming in from that. Right, nice stun there. Wasn't activated, but the stun did what it needs to do. Okay, so that's the Cleaver. The Cleaver does have Spirit on it, so that's potentially more Blood Pact damage. Look at all this Blood Pact damage coming in. They're dropping down to almost 500 HP now. This is problematic, and the Cleaver's still passing on that Blood Pact damage. Right. Very low HP now. This is going to be very difficult for them to deal with. Of course, remember, the red team does have the Scrat launcher. They are able... Here comes a heal. Right. That was only one heal. Looked like one of the things died as it was trying to be healed. So one heal there. So that was a decent heal, but I don't think that's the clutchiest of clutch heals. They are low. The red team will be looking to close this out for sure. Trap on face, that's more damage. 152 HP. Shen dispatch, but not really necessary. But here comes... Okay, one more hit to go. One more hit. Okay, nice tank there. Here comes a heal. Oh, it's right at the same time as the Scrat launcher. Did they hit at exactly the same time? Looks like the Cleaver's going to finish the game. Okay, we need to... Can we go back and have a look at that? So, that looked like that saved the game for them. So, let's go back a little bit and let's see if we can just unpick that a tiny little bit. So, okay, so we just pause it here, have a look at the board. So, 52 HP. Remember, the launcher here, the Scrat launcher, does 100 damage to face. So, they're one hit away. Now, as we mentioned, there is the facility to heal with the spellbook. Morellia's spellbook is not available yet. It's going to be available in the next one. So, somehow... I mean, we've seen what happened, but if we look at it in slow-mo, we can see more of what happened. We'll slow it down a bit here. So, this is a building. It's going to tank the first hits of the Scrat launcher, okay? So that saves the damage there. I've pressed the wrong button. That's kind of awkward, but we'll make it work. So let's look at this again. I didn't press the wrong button. I just wanted to show you it again. Right. So here we have, just to remind you, one hit's been tanked here. So we got another shot coming out to do 100 damage from the Scrat launcher, but the spellbook for the heal has been used. Now there's a Scrat here, which is going to be healed from. But remember, the heal only will go through if the unit is alive when the heal goes through. So the heal is targeted on this Scrat, but if the Cleaver kills it, then there will be no heal. But, fortunately, the Cleaver, I believe, just hit a Defenso Chopper, which means the Cleaver is currently stunned, so there is the potential for the heal to go off. So let's put this down in super slow motion. So again, here we see the Cleaver is stunned, the heal is trying to go off. Let's see if it will. Scrat launcher reloading. We're at 0.1, we're at the slowest. So we'll see everything that happened in minute detail. Right, the shot is off. But here comes the heal. This is the heal. It's a race. The heal's coming in. The Scrat. It looks like the launcher is ahead, but it needs to hit the ground, I think. And it appears that they actually hit at exactly the same time. If we look at the health bar at the top here, we can run it through again. The health bar doesn't change. It's not like the heal goes in and then the damage takes the heal away. There's no change. It's almost that they hit almost frame perfect. So let's run that back at full speed. And I think Zeus did suggest it was the best Minion Masters heal in the world. And he might be right. The timing was incredible. Gets through at exactly the same time. And then the Cleaver goes in and finishes it. And, I mean, had that heal gone off and kept them alive, and then ultimately they lost the game, that would have been kind of a little bit disappointing. But from the looks of it, They didn't lose the game. They won the game. Okay, and there we have it. Just thought a fun replay. Thanks so much, Zeus, for sharing that with me and with us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you've got any cool replays of your own, as mentioned, feel free to send them to me. Find me wherever you can find me, on Discord. Email me at replay@baddasfish80.com, and we'll have a look what we can see. Just a reminder, of course, because we have a new patch coming up, replays from an old patch. The general rule is they will not work correctly with the new patch, because things change in the patch so that what happened in a previous replay won't be valid when it's rerun with the new game logic rules. And yeah, there we have it. Let me know what you think of this hill. Was this the best hill? Do you have a better hill? Always interesting to have that discussion. And I'll see you again soon here in the fish tank. Thanks again, Zeus. Awkward wave just for you, my friend.